So, like I said in my Ghost Rider Unchained review, it's funny that I'm now reading the comic now that the run is now moving on to a next phase with Ghost Rider Final Vengeance, which will have a new Ghost Rider, which a lot of people were speculating was going to be Talia, the main female character from the comic, but nope, it was revealed that it wasn't going to be a new hero, it was going to be a villain. But the thing is, when that news dropped, I was going to do a video talking about what villain could it be, because they didn't reveal it for like earlier in the day. They didn't say like what villain it was going to be. We do know who it is. But I did have a good idea as to who it could have been because of the writer and the clues, but I was completely wrong. And thank God, I was just gonna look like a dumbass. But I'll tell you who I thought it was gonna be till it got revealed. And even when it was revealed, I was like, him? Really? Him? That's Ghost Rider? That's the new Ghost Rider? Alright. But let me talk about who I thought it was going to be. When it was revealed that it was going to be a villain, I thought it was going to be Sabretooth. Here's the reason why. Ben Percy's writing Wolverine, and he's currently writing what is called the Sabretooth War, which is a Wolverine event in the comics where him and Wolverine are having finally their big fight in the post-Krakoa era. Remember, Victor's been in the tree after, being sucked down there at the beginning of the Krakoa era of comics. So it was finally time to see Wolverine and Sabretooth throw down. The problem was with that, and also it made a lot of sense because, again, those that comic isn't coming out till the end of, I believe, end of Sabretooth War. So it could have been Logan kills Sabretooth again, and Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance that is Ghost Rider, would take him over. But nope, that wasn't the case. I was totally wrong. So you're probably thinking, well, who is the new Ghost Rider? Who is officially the new Ghost Rider? It's Parker Robbins. Now, if that name doesn't sound familiar, you probably know him by a different name. You know him probably by a much different name. That name being the Hood. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Hood, of all characters, of all villains, is the new Ghost Rider in Ghost Rider Final Vengeance. The Zarathos has left Johnny Blaze and is now entering the body of Parker Robbins, which I kind of should have expected, because the Hood did appear in the Ghost Rider annual a few months ago for Halloween, for like a Halloween special. So he was already established in the Ghost Rider comics. So it was kind of like a pick that you could have seen coming. Like, that's kind of the big thing, is that it was a pick that you could have easily seen in this universe, right? Now, for those who don't know who the Hood is, the Hood, and also it kind of makes sense because the Hood's apparently the big villain for Ironheart, so they're probably trying to boost him up a bit. But for those who don't know who the Hood is, like I said, a small-time gangster by the name of Parker Robbins, who finds a cloak that is sometimes retconned to be from the Dark Dimension and connected to Dormammu, or it's a demonic cape that's connected directly to Mephisto. They always kind of, they couldn't pick which one. Like, writers literally couldn't pick which one they wanted to use, so they decided, fuck it, we'll just make it whatever we want it to be. Which kind of makes, so as the Hood basically became a major gangster, and more or less, Robbins became a major force in the criminal empire, even having a whole army of supervillains that he would loan out to other villains and gangsters throughout comics. He was a big part in Dark Reign and was part of Norman Osborn's little cabal, keeping all the Dark Reign stuff together. He has been demoted and beaten down and kind of treated like a joke for a lot of comics. And every time he would try to come back, everyone would go, nope. So it's kind of a neat idea to have a villain who is known, but still really, him. That's who's the new Ghost Rider. And honestly, the Ghost Rider design looks pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I will say though, is it just me or does it look a little spawny? It looks a little too spawny for my taste. But then again, how Ben Percy's been writing Ghost Rider, it does kind of really make sense when you think about it, that this would probably be this would more than likely be how he'd want to make Ghost Rider. Yeah, so we don't know how long he'll be Ghost Rider, maybe for the final Vengeance story arc, but it does seem like they are killing off Johnny Blaze, and Robbins will be Ghost Rider for a while. So, I only have read the first volume. I do have volumes 2 and 3 of Ghost Rider, of the run. I do want to get Weapons of Vengeance as soon as possible, which is the Ghost Rider Wolverine event, which is kind of like a volume 3.1, honestly. And maybe this will explain the story, because again, a lot of people, when they announced there was going to, like, I remember it like November or December, they said we are getting a new Ghost Rider, and Ben Percy will be ending his Ghost Rider run with a new Ghost Rider, and then go on to make a new Ghost Rider, which everyone thought it was probably going to be Talia, the FBI agent who does know magic and has been alongside Ghost Rider in a lot of the comic. Like a majority of the comic, Talia has been a major part of the storyline, so a lot of people are kind of pointing fingers to, hey, it's probably going to be her. And we have had this like flux of characters who have died and then new characters take over. Like the Vengeance of Moon Knight, we have possibly Mark Spector back from the dead. We have a few other, like we have Joe Garrison as the new Punisher. We have now the Hood as the Ghost Rider. But yeah, like I said, everyone was kind of expecting Talia to be the new Ghost Rider. And it was kind of funny. And also, I was like, when it was announced it was going to be a villain who was going to be the new Ghost Rider, everyone was like, excuse me? Like, that was everyone's, everyone, like, yeah, we know it's going to be Talia, of course it is. Like, there's no other way it couldn't be. The new Ghost Rider is a villain. What? What? Yeah, and then it got revealed, oh yeah, and now, just a few minutes ago, as of this recording, it was revealed that, yeah, it's the Hood. That's the new Ghost Rider. And now everyone's like, what? So, congratulations to Ben Percy for essentially knocking everyone off their ass for thinking, oh yeah, totally, we know who the new Ghost Rider is, and we're going to complain about it because it's a woman or something like that, or some dumb shit like that. But then Ben Percy went, nah, it's the Hood. So yeah, I was one of the people who did think it was Talia, and from what I've read of her so far, I really do like the character, and I was kind of like, all right. It's not like we haven't had a female Ghost Rider before. We've had 2, technically 3, because there was a point where Johnny and Danny's mom was a Ghost Rider. So we've had 3 female Ghost Riders in the past, technically speaking. So I was totally fine with the 4th. But then when it was announced the Hood was the Ghost Rider and we saw his design, yeah, I was like, oof, wow. I don't know where you're going, Ben Percy, but I'm going with you. So, yeah, there you go. So there you go, guys. That is, there is the new Ghost Rider. Like I said, this video was initially supposed to be like a theory video, and I was going to throw out Sabretooth and give out all the reasons, going to be cool, and then they just decided, nah, we're going to reveal who it is anyway. Lo and behold, it's the last villain you'd expect. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the Hood being the new Ghost Rider? Are you guys excited or are you guys not? And were you expecting it to be the Hood, or were you thinking another villain entirely? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.